Hey there guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully you're doing good. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit different kind of different kind of a list. I thought of this when I woke up. I woke up around maybe 4 a.m. Yesterday I did something crazy. I walked like one part of the city to another, and not another city, but then I walked like really far. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't know why I did that. Maybe out of frustration. So not at the best year last year, and this year is not like starting the best. Anyway, we have to keep working and be optimistic. So I have 15 fragrances here, which I feel are some of the scariest ones, not from my opinion, but from the people's reaction. So perhaps they gave me a scared look, perhaps they gave me a look of respect, or maybe they gave me a look of disbelief, like people can wear that stuff. I have many other fragrances like that. I had many more, but these are some of the ones that I picked up. And I'm not saying these are bad fragrances at all. Like, I like them, but these are some of the more daring ones and not safe bet. If you wear this for sheer compliments, it can happen. Like, it can like really backfire on you. Okay. And I am a little bit happy today. Before I start the video, just one little thing. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a cut while I was cutting apples and stuff. Anyway, so one good news that happened to me few months back, not few months, about a year back or so. One of my favorite watches, someone was walking by and really hit it hard, gave me a scratch on my favorite swatch. This has been with me more than 10 years now. And then it had a really nasty sort of damage on the crystal. And then finally one of the guys, I paid him and he fixed it, and I'm happy it's working. So I'm very, very happy. These things are like piece of memory. Okay, so here we go. One honorable mention, then we start the list. This is gonna make you a little bit confused when you see this. Creed's Aventus. And you are wondering, Creed's Aventus, why this fragrance scared people? It's not the smell that scared people. When I wore it, I got compliments, and someone actually, like one time I remember, I was in a restaurant, I was having my steak and stuff, so one guy came up like, brother, you just went past me, I smell this nice little perfume, do you mind telling me what it is? So I'm like, I'm wearing Aventus. He's like, okay. He took down the name and he's like, how much is it? And I said, the price is around this much. And he just literally gave me this look. Sure, okay, thanks for, and he didn't even write down the price tag. That price tag scared him. So Aventus is my honorable mention. Okay, but the fragrance is really nice. So now I'm starting from least scared looks to more, so here we go, a little bit lighter heart today. I'm gonna go with first one, number 15, Givenchy Gentleman. This is the older version, not a vintage, but this is the older Givenchy Gentleman fragrance. Okay, this one has honey, some leather, some animalic notes, and I feel it's not so bad. It's like one of those powerhouses. You can wear it, but when you smell it, it doesn't smell like a fragrance of today. It smells like man of 70s, 80s. And this fragrance, once I wore it in a winter time, and I'm a heavy sprayer. I do not spray like 2 or 3. I always go like 5 or more. So this fragrance I was wearing perhaps 6 sprays or 7, and I was having tea in a winter day. One guy was like, just came like with his tea, like just wanted to sit next to me, and he just smelled my perfume and looked at me, and he just moved like literally like he did this, he just kind of swapped his chair twice, and I knew it was my perfume that scared him. Okay, could be me because I have this weird look in Bangladesh, so perhaps could be me and then perfume. But Givenchy Gentleman, the older version, kind of scare people a little bit. Do not over apply. So now, number 14 is a fragrance. It's scary one right now. I'm telling you, people used to wear this back in the time, but it got reformulated, a little bit harsh and animalic in the open. It's a green leather fragrance with a lot of pine, I think. This is called Polo Green. This fragrance scares me, okay? I'll tell you, I'll not lie. Sometimes I really like it. I like it in the winter days, colder months. I really crave for something green. So just like Pakora Ban Puro, some of the other green fragrances, it's in my collection, no problem. But you can see the juice level doesn't go down so fast because I am scared to wear this. And I know when people smell this on me, they will be literally scared, okay? Because this one has some animalic harsh green notes, okay? So definitely in this list, but it's not a bad fragrance if you like to smell like nature. If you are outdoors, like let's say you're doing camping in near the mountains, this is a great fragrance near the forest, okay? But it scared people before. That's what I'm trying to say. Polo Green. Okay, number 13. This fragrance is discontinued, expensive. People ask me where I bought it from, if I can ship it to them in overseas. I can, but this fragrance, I found it luckily. It's called Jacques Bogart Furio or Furio. I don't know. What can I say about this? This fragrance is something like in the likes of Lapidus, Kuros, but it has a little bit of a sweetness, which is why it's a little bit more wearable, I think. But still, it's like a heavy fragrance for winter, like it snows. That time, this can cut through the cold. But when I wore it, sometimes I got attention from people who like looked at me from the side of their eye, like, and then they're just like not saying anything much because they know this guy can be scary or can be like a, I don't know, ill-mannered guy or something like that. But it's not the problem with the fragrance. Perhaps it's just not in the culture. People do not wear this kind of fragrances in warmer climates. Jacques Bogart Furio is mine, number 13. Okay, just give me 1 second, then let me recount. I think I made a mistake. Hold on. All right, we didn't make any counting mistakes. It's all good. So now, next one. Let's go a little bit quickly because I'm telling too many stories. Next one is this one, Black Orchid by Tom Ford. I got not negative reaction, but people were literally like, again, scared of this fragrance because it's very dark. And I think Black Orchid is such a fragrance. There's no such thing as a safe wearing or safe time to wear this. You always may get, like people asking you what you're wearing. It smells very dark and it's kind of animalic. But Tom Ford won the best creation, surely. But I think this fragrance scares people a little bit scary fragrance, okay? But check it out, Black Orchid, interesting one. Next one, this fragrance scares me. I don't know about people. When I smelled it first time on the strip, I loved it. I bought it, blind bought it. But then the dry down really scares me, and I still do not know how to wear this totally. This is the new fragrance I bought from Afnan. I think it's called Tobacco Rush. This is similar to, in the style of Red Tobacco by Mancera or the Mystery Tobacco by Carolina Herrera. But this one, the added spice and leatherish kind of vibe. Man, this fragrance, it's so daring, okay? When I wear this, I do not wear more than 1 to 2 sprays now. I have pure respect. I'm still learning to wear this, but it's a very beast mode fragrance. One of the best tobacco fragrances currently in the market, but it's kind of scary, okay? Tobacco Rush. Next one is fragrance. My friends, still, many of my friends who are in the game for a long time, they still say I cannot wear this. People say, you smell like a tannery, you smell like a drunk person. And that's going to be a fragrance called Bentley For Men Intense. I always loved it. This from the first day, I loved it. From the first sniff, I loved it because I have a nose for a little bit daring fragrances. This is sweet, boozy, spicy, leathery kind of a sandalwood affair. But there's no such thing as safe wearing with this. You always can expect someone to come up to you and say, you are wearing too much like a rough cologne, So you may get that from ladies. Ladies especially don't appreciate it, but it's a manly man fragrance, like most of these here, okay? Bentley For Men Intense is the next one. After that, this one, Sunshine Man. I love it. Personally, I love it. I have nothing against it. I'm not scared to wear it. I love wearing Sunshine Man, especially in winter. It's a super duper, and if there's something after the super duper something, unique fragrance, this is it, okay? And the spiciness in this is just like, I think, alongside with that boozy, the floral, like it has a immortal, kind of like that weird sunshine vibe with a spicy dry down. This fragrance, my God, it lasts until you take a shower. You can't get it off your skin. Like people's reaction, I see with their faces, they are not used to smelling like this or fragrances like it. So I got looks that bit scared, So Sunshine Man definitely is not a safe blind buy. Check it out, and that's what definitely makes it higher up in the list. Then this next one, I had another one from this house which was called Promise, and I sold it off because of how I scared of my GF as well as the whole restaurant, and that was, my God, my fault. I wore like 8 sprays of Promise, and people who know Promise, they know that you should promise to others. You never do that. I sold it off immediately. I could not wear it. It's too much of a fragrance. But even this one, other one, Synthetic Jungle, which is my favorite, green, kind of like a green, fresh, spicy fragrance. People say they don't get longevity from it. Man, what are you talking about? This fragrance lasts a long time. I can smell this on a shirt for 3 days, okay? But I got a comment from a random stranger that, am I wearing something like a bug spray or something that to repel mosquitoes, because it's a season of mosquito at the time. And some people are wearing like those roll-ons that repels mosquito. And he said, literally asked for the name. What is it that I'm wearing? Because it's so strong. Perhaps he will not get bit by mosquito. And that's not a compliment. And I thought of letting it go, but I hang on to it because I love this fragrance a lot. So Synthetic Jungle is that scary fragrance. So now top 5, all VIPs, MVPs, okay? Number 5, you need to see this here, Gucci Guilty Absolute. You expect to see it here. This is that infamous kind of that fragrance that everybody knows, that Band-Aid, Savlon, the hospital, war-torn hospital. Man, this fragrance has that all. It has that dry, oh, I used to hate it. I used to hate it so much, man. Trust me. When I got this at first, I didn't understand what are people talking about. Smelling like this and you're calling this niche quality. I'm like, why? Why would anybody in the right mind want to wear this? But slowly, your taste changes over the years, and you crave for new things. Like I have seen Burning Barbershop by DS and Durga. Love that fragrance, Amber Kiso. Very daring fragrance, but I love them now. Just like this one. This one, you need particular taste. I'm not saying you have to be a zombie to appreciate it, but this fragrance scares people a little bit, okay? Because it's very, very scary fragrance. But it's discontinued. At least try it once in your life, okay? Then you'll see, okay? So that's number 5, Gucci Guilty Absolute. Number 4, my bottle is almost finished. This has been with me for 4 or 5 years. I think 4 to 5 years. And I got this randomly in one shop. It costed me kind of like a big money, $75, but still for a Mancera it's cheap. But when I wore it, trust me, the shop I was in, I sprayed it from the one, it was the corner of a mall. From this side, like, from the, if you come out of the shop, straight, there is a lane, and then the left, there's another road. So basically, everybody from the shop, like, who's wearing, then one guy from other shop, like 2 shops down the line, said, I can smell your perfume and it's strong. And when they say strong, it doesn't mean like, oh, it's strong like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like a strong, good thing. It was literally like, do not put this anymore. Please let us leave here because it's air-conditioned room. And that's the fragrance called Black to Black or Back to Black. Sorry. Oh, this is Black to Black. Sorry. I get confused between Killian and this. So Black to Black, I'll show you the juice color a little bit. Imagine when this was full. Manceras tend to have this kind of juice color they're famous for. Show you another one. Wait. See, Holidays, very dark juice color. So some of these fragrances from the older days, super potent, okay? This fragrance, it's like a 24 hours fragrance. You put this on, you don't need to reapply any part of the day. Cardamom, no, not cardamom, cloves, black pepper, oud, rose combo sort of, and it's sweet. It's sweet, but man, more and more you wear it, it becomes spicy. And if you do not like spices, if you do not like oud, even if you do not like oud, perhaps you like oud more than this, okay? That daring. That's why it's so high up in the order, Black to Black. I scare people with this. Just let me tell you that much. It's a great fragrance, but you make a statement, okay? Number 3, perhaps should have been number 1, Kuros. I scared ladies with it. Just one time, I got a positive look from one lady. She was in her 40s, like she's a mature lady. So basically, this is not appreciated by young girls, young crowd. Everybody's scared of Kuros, okay? That's why this is so infamous, and this is why it doesn't really care. Kuros doesn't care for compliments. Kuros is Kuros. I am the emperor. Receive me, accept me. I don't know, whatever, It asks for attention for sure, but this is kind of like a dirty, clean vibe. Definitely Kuros is so high up in the order. It's one of the scariest fragrances in my collection. I love it, but many people I know do not. Number 2 and number 1. Something has to be scarier than Kuros, right? What is it? The most scared look I got from last 2, okay, or the first 2. This number 2 is Interlude Man. I once tried having fun. One restaurant I went to meet my friend. I put 15 or 14 sprays of Interlude Man. I think 16 perhaps. And I was wearing leather jacket. It was a AC sort of a, central AC sort of a restaurant. Everybody ran away from our room. Everybody. This room and that other room. Everybody said literally finished their food and just ran. I know from the signs. This could have been the darkest fragrance people ever smelled in their lifetime. Okay. So this Interlude Man by Amouage, one of my signature scents. I love it. I just love it so much. Okay. Yes, I'm seeing polarizing things, but these are scary. That's what I'm trying to say. The last one, or number 1 today, was a fragrance I oversprayed literally because I was scared. I didn't know better. The bottle was new that time. And I felt like, I need to make an impression. If I'm going to a nice little, a 5-star hotel, I'm going to have a buffet. There's going to be rich people around, right? And people need to admire me. This is how I used to think. I still think that many of you will not agree, but you want attention. And I want to dismiss everybody's fragrance. That's why I did that. When I entered the barbecue buffet, they're having literally great food, steak, soup, pastas, and then cuts, meat cuts, very nice food. And then I literally noticed, like, I'm like smelling something in the air. I'm like, who's wearing that strong cologne? I'm like, because it's new, I do not remember what I was wearing. I'll show you in a bit what it is. And I was like, someone's wearing very nice cologne, because I am a fan of perfumes. But everybody, when I was going near to take the food from the the buffet, people were like, they just gave me this look, and they literally like literally like running away from me. And then I knew it was me. And I came back to the table to GF, and she said, good Lord, what are you wearing, and why are you wearing so much of it? It's freaking strong. This fragrance, it's filling up the whole hotel, sort of, okay? The whole the floor, okay? And this is the fragrance. This is called Nishane Sultan Vetiver. You can see my bottle has a little bit juice left. Not much left, but literally like this one can last me 1 year over, because I literally need one spray of this. Highest number of vetiver notes in there. This is some of the best vetiver they used here. And this fragrance definitely is potent. It's one of the most potent fragrances in my collection. And this perfume, do not do more than one spray. That's what I'm gonna say, okay? And one of the most daring vetiver based perfumes ever, but just love it. Absolute love. There's a neroli, there's a little bit of a ease in the opening, but the dry down, man, it's all about the vetiver and spices. Definitely check it out, Nishane Sultan Vetiver. And these are some of the fragrances you do not blind buy. Test them before you buy. If you can wear them, then you can get a full bottle. If they start wearing you, then just call it quits. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon, and take care. Bye bye.